City of Isani City Council meeting for Tuesday, June 1st. I'd like to call this meeting to order. If we could all rise for Pledge Allegiance. Doing roll call, all city council members are present. Do we have a motion to adopt the agenda?
Public comment?
Oh, I'm sorry, I did skip that. Public comment. If there's anybody that would like to speak in public comment, feel free to step up to the podium. State your name and address for the record.
Push the button on there.
Good evening, Mayor and council members. My name is Zach Game. I live off of 1000 Wendover Street Northeast in Isani. I'm requesting permission to speak along with some other neighbors here in regards to K4. There was significant discussion a few weeks ago in the Planning Commission meeting where that vote was tabled on a 3-3 vote, and I'm requesting the ability to have at least a public forum during that time, or else another time during this meeting to speak on that matter.
Can we move that?
I would entertain a motion to have that public forum.
I'll move to have a public forum.
I have a motion to have a public forum on K4 by Councilman Burgley. Do I have a second?
There's a question, didn't we already have, didn't that already take place in the planning phases of this?
We did. You were absent.
No, the public forum.
Public hearing?
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
But this is a public forum. Kind of same, but different.
Right.
Do I have a second?
I'll second it.
Second by Councilman Lundin. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Motion carries 5-0. We'll have a public forum when that item hits, Zach. Thank you, sir. Do I have a motion to adopt the agenda, adding the public forum now as well? Do we have any?
Thank you. Good evening, Mayor and Council. We do have an addendum this evening. The addendum includes adding K5, resolution approving the development agreement for Fairway Greens North. Also adding K6, business item, Bluebird Park Performance Center, discussion and items. And then adding consent agenda item L8, resolution approving the offer for the position of permit technician to Candy Conrad, please.
Make a motion to approve with the addendums.
Second.
Motion to approve the agenda with the addendums by Councilman Lundin and a second by Councilman Collison. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Motion carries 5-0. Approval of city council minutes for May 18th, which was a regular meeting of city council. A committee of a whole meeting also May 18th, and March 16th, a planning commission meeting.
Make a motion to approve.
Second.
Motion to approve by Councilman Lundin and a second by Councilman Burgley. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Motion carries 5-0. Announcements. Committee of a whole will be Tuesday, June 15th at 5 p.m. City Council will meet Tuesday, June 15th also at 7 p.m. And then a planning commission meeting will immediately follow that council meeting. City offices will be closed Monday, July 5th in observation of Independence Day. Any council committee reports? None at this time. Ms. Wood, do we want to put that, do we want to leave that at K4 or do we want to put that in public hearings?
It would not be a public hearing because we have to go through statute required notices for such, so therefore it would just be adding public comment to item K4.
Okay. Let's move on to business items then. K1, resolution approving a special event permit application for the CISC recreational soccer tournament.
Thank you, Mayor and Council. So we have received a permit request for the Cambridge Isani Soccer Club for their recreational soccer tournament, which would be on June 26th at the soccer complex. They're expecting about 350 people. There will be some food trucks and also games on the property. They have submitted all items as required by the city, and staff is recommending approval of this event.
Motion to approve.
Second.
Motion to approve by Councilman Burgley and a second by Councilman Collison. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Motion carries 5-0. Resolution approving a special event permit application for the 2021 Isani Firefighters PRCA Rodeo.
Thank you, Mayor. So we have the Isani Firefighter Rodeo Association has submitted a request for the rodeo on July 7th through July 11th for events taking place through those time period. About approximately 11,000 people will be in attendance of all those days. They have submitted all proper notification and application requirements, and staff is recommending approval of this event as well.
Motion to approve.
Second.
Motion to approve by Councilman Lundin and a second by Councilman Collison. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Motion carries 5-0. K3, the resolution approving a special event permit application for the 2021 Jubilee Days. I look forward to this.
Yes, the North 65 Chamber of Commerce has submitted their application and supporting documentation for their events scheduled on July 8th from 3 to 10 p.m. and July 10th from 7 to 4. This will be taking place on different areas around downtown Isani, including on city property. And this also includes their parade, and their route and information has been included within your packet this evening. They anticipate approximately 10,000 people for the parade and 3,000 for the Kids Day activities with all of their various events, including the outhouse races, vendor booths, having food trucks, a great event as we have had in years past, so we're very excited about that. Staff is recommending approval of this event as well.
I do have a question on that one. I think you did too. We had fireworks last year, but it was kind of all out of whack because we didn't have the parade, we didn't have the rodeo, so the council agreed to shift it to a different day. Are we following that parade?
Yes, the fireworks, city-sponsored fireworks will be happening on that Thursday evening after the parade.
At dusk?
At Bluebird Park.
At dusk? No?
What? Around 10 p.m., I believe.
Dave, come up. There we go. There he goes. 10 o'clock.
That way there's no guarantee, dusk is for different people, it's different times.
Right.
You have a set time, then you know when it's gonna go off.
I'm glad he's loud enough. We can hear him talk in the audience.
Motion to approve.
Second.
Motion to approve by Councilman Lundin and a second simultaneously by Councilman Collison and Burgley. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Motion carries 5-0. Moving on to K4. Now, I know that was something you had, and I just wrote the numbers down and not what it was. So, Ms. Wood, would you like to, or whoever's doing K4? Ms. Selman.
So K4 is still on the agenda, you just voted to have a public forum. So K4 is approving a resolution approving the preliminary and final plan for Fairway Greens South.
We added 5 and 6. Is that what I'm thinking here? What did I write 4 and 5 down for?
Because you added the forum to K4.
Oh, okay.
That would be probably what you wrote down.
All right. Well, thanks for covering my tracks.
Can I ask a question before we
Sure.
open the public forum? Did you talk with these people? Weren't you gonna try and solve something? I'm just going by my memory. Maybe
No,
not.
that was me, actually.
Okay.
We'd reached out to the county to see
Yep,
if we
I remember
could
that.
bring in an entryway on County Road 5,
Did that work out?
and that failed.
Okay.
So we have pretty much exhausted everything we could to meet halfway.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
So the Planning Commission held a public hearing considering this item for preliminary and final plat of Fairway Greens South at their last Planning Commission meeting. In 2014, a preliminary plat for Fairway Greens 7 was approved, and the same plat configuration is under consideration tonight. In 2017, a final plat was approved for Fairway Greens Phase 9, which platted the subject site to an outlot. That's why we are going through preliminary and final plat this time. It just goes in succession. So when you go this one, you do an outlot. Then when you go to the next phase, you do the rest of an outlot and so forth. So that's what happened here tonight. This site is, this development is governed under plan unit development, and they do have 15 years to execute this plan. So that's why staff recommended approval. It also meets our zoning code. We did reach out to the county engineer, and he said that this plat has restricted access along County Road 5, so we will not be able to get a second access along that road.
Do we know how many residents are over there, Ms. Selman?
There are 24 lots in that development along Windover. We did get a petition of signatures for people that are opposed, or not necessarily opposed, but would like a second access. So I did put that up at your desk. Also, this contains 54 people. It was, this is a spreadsheet of the numbers because it was an online poll, so this is the spreadsheet of the numbers. So it was 54 people, 26 that signed it were not in Isanti, and 5 that signed it to not provide an address. So with that, staff recommends approval.
So essentially, we could say there's 35 non-residents and 19 residents on that list. I didn't hear that.
He would just mention that when some people filled this out, when they did it online, they didn't put that they live in Isanti, they put a different street.
So unfortunately, the way the council has to look at it, though, is there's 35 non-residents and 19 residents out of 24. I mean, it's kind of crappy. I'll keep it PG because there's children in the audience, but it is what it is.
So how many people, we got 24 lots, and we have how many residents?
19.
On Wendover, there are 24 lots existing. This application that you have before you is for 45 additional lots on Wendover, one cul-de-sac, one entrance, one exit.
So
We have 19 residents on the list, that doesn't mean that's all the residents, all right?
correct.
Okay.
Yep. And that list is at your dais.
All right. I guess we can open the public hearing / comment on this item.
Mr. Mayor, it's not a public hearing. We've already held the public hearing.
Correct.
We didn't advertise, so it has to just be the public forum or
Public
discussion.
forum. There we go. This is why we got great staff members. They always make sure I cross my T's and dot my I's.
Do we want to hear from the developers first, or?
Yes, if we could have the developers step forward first and say their piece, maybe it'll brighten or close everybody's eyes more. I don't know which one it's going to go. Good afternoon, gentlemen, or evening, I should say. Just if you would, state your name and address just for the record, or name and development company. There we go.
I'm Anthony Hansen. I actually formally set up a company for this specific development
Do they have their
from
microphone?
Hanover. I don't know if you got my phone
Perfect.
address.
Perfect.
Do they have their microphone on?
And I'm Adam Bess, I'm the civil engineer on the project.
Okay. Any questions the council would like to ask these gentlemen, or do you feel like you need to share any more information here, fellas? I did mention that we did reach out to the county for a second access to that. We reached out to the county engineer, and it's just not feasible. So, I mean, I'm kind of feeling like we've tried, and we've exhausted every. I really, really, really wish we could meet 50-50 between you and the residents. I know you understand their pain. Hopefully they understand your pain. I'd really like to meet halfway on this, but I'm unfortunately have to say we've exhausted everything we've tried, and I just don't know how that's possible. I know this was okayed back in 2014. But Ms. Selman, you're gonna have to correct me here on what has to be renewed yearly.
So the preliminary plat, but they did do a final plat in 2017, which created this as an outlot, and the outlot was based on the preliminary plat with these lots in this configuration. So you'll see that in other editions when they do different phases, like Legacy Pines, you know, you had first edition, the rest of it was an outlot. Then you came with the second edition with, you know, the 50 lots. The rest was an outlot. So it's just the progression of how plan unit developments go and how phases go.
Can you explain what that means for today then? I get there's 2014, 2017. What does that mean for today for us?
So today it means that they do have preliminary approval to do this development, and they are governed by a plan unit development document that we entered into that said they have 15 years to be able to